Hi, my name is Dusty Showers with Creatures Pest and Wildlife, and we get calls for a lot of crazy things, but by far the most common call we get for animals are rats. Everybody wants to think that their rats are the biggest rats. They say, you're not going to believe the size of this rat. Well, the truth is, we really only have one rat here that causes problems. That's Rattus rattus, otherwise called a roof rat. Some people call it a citrus rat, a wharf rat, a fruit rat. Depending on where you see it, it's that kind of rat, but really it's just one rat, and they love to get into attics. If you have a crawl space underneath your home, they'll come up from underneath and go into the attic. They follow the wires up the wall, and if you have a roof on your house, which I kind of hope you do, they will find ways to get in from your roof, and once they get into the roof, they get into your attic, and from there they'll chew on wires, they'll chew on ductwork, they'll just absolutely ruin things, and they cause a really bad smell. Let's take a look at some of the places where rats will look to get into a house. Always check the gutter lines. Some places you'll have sitting water that gets up underneath here and it rots, and rats love to get up underneath the gutter line, especially in the corners. You might wonder how they get up on your roof. Well, if you have a screen lanai, that's a place. Now, you always want to try to have things cut away from the roof, but when you've got a screen lanai like this, they're just gonna come right up it. Definitely the number one place for rats to get into an attic would be the AC chase. Once they get in here, they climb all the way up to the attic. It's the perfect protected super highway for a rat. If you're a rat, you can't do much better than this. You gotta make sure this is sealed up. The best way to see if rats are going into a chase like this is to take a plastic bag and stuff it up there. Give it 2 or 3 days and come back out and see if there's been any activity with the bag being pushed out. If it hasn't been opened up in 3 to 5 days, go ahead and close up the chase. It's also possible for other animals to get in here. Squirrels will go up here, and one time I found a possum that got stuck in one of these and ended up dying. It's very important that you have this sealed up, but it has to be done right. You can use that great stuff foam that you get at Home Depot, but just doing that alone, rats will chew through it in less than 5 minutes. So you want to make sure that you have it backed up with some kind of screen like a 1/4-inch hardware cloth. Now, the funny thing about rats is everyone likes to blame it on something else, especially their neighbor. They say things like their neighbor has a wood pile, their neighbor is a hoarder, or they say that they used to live in a place that's an orange grove, or they have rats because they live on the water, or they have rats because they live near a store, or they have rats because they don't like their neighbor. The truth is, rats are everywhere, and while your neighbor can contribute to why you have rats, they live everywhere. You know what else rats love? They love secret nooks. Like, check this out. This is hidden up underneath here. And that flashing where it's pulled up, probably rats going in there. Some people call and say that they've heard rats, but they don't hear them anymore, so they're just gonna wait and see. But what happens is, as you do that, those rats continue to breed, and then you don't hear them until there's a lot of rats. So if you've heard something once, you're gonna hear it again. Be sure to get it taken care of. Call Creepy Creatures. We'll get out, we'll give you a free inspection, and stand behind the work that we do. And you won't have to climb up on any roofs. And always be kind to possums, and pitbulls, and everything else. Sit, possum, sit. Good possum.